And that storm yesterday, especially on the south shore of Montreal, almost came out of nowhere. It was well ahead of a line of storms that was back in Ontario. So, yeah, some damage reports there. Much calmer conditions today, 22 degrees in Montreal. Also, the north end of the GTA saw some incredible lightning activity, even a tornado warning late yesterday evening. Newmarket, all sorts of active weather. Calmer. That is the word of the day. Also cooler. It is still very summer-like, but the humidity is lower, and we're not going to see highs of 30 degrees like we had yesterday in Montreal, the first 30 going back to last September. It won't be the last one, I can guarantee you that. Summer is yet to even really begin. There are some fair weather cumulus clouds that are starting to pop up now, and that's all we're really expecting. There are some exceptions as you go up towards Quebec City. Still the risk of thunderstorms, maybe some showers developing in the eastern townships as well. Winds are brisk up to the north. We're going to see even around the GTA some 30 to 50 kilometer per hour gusts through the remainder of this afternoon. But it won't stop that temperature from climbing, reaching the mid-20s. Montreal 26, 27 in Windsor. Another stellar day tomorrow. Does it last into the weekend? I'll let you know coming up.
Peel Regional Police are investigating.
Yesterday, Toronto and areas near the lake never saw the thunderstorm activity that areas to the north and west got. In some cases, 3 or 4 rounds of storms and a lot of rain with that, lightning strikes and even some tornado warnings. It is much calmer everywhere today. Just some clouds, but those are fair weather cumulus clouds that are popping up along the lake breeze. And that'll continue for the remainder of the afternoon. 24 degrees at 5 p.m. with a humidex of 26, so there's not a lot of humidity. Yesterday, it felt like 35. Overnight tonight, clear skies, lower humidity, means cooler conditions, 13 as the sun gets up, which is happening earlier and earlier. If you don't shut your curtains or blinds, you know exactly what time the sun comes up. 9 degrees in Thunder Bay right now. It is still cool anywhere west of there. 5 in Saskatoon, 7, still some showers in Calgary. It's been a wet week, just erasing any drought that is across the prairies, and another system is going to bring some heavier rain with warnings in place for Winnipeg. Eventually, that is the same low that's going to bring our next chance of rain, but not until Saturday morning. There are some showers and storms in the Quebec City area. That won't last long. Tomorrow, a few more clouds as you go up to the Ottawa Valley, the St. Lawrence Valley as well. Otherwise, beautiful sunshine and a degree cooler than today. And then here's Saturday. So there comes the clouds, the rain, but it doesn't last long. Conditions will improve late in the day, setting the stage for what should be a very nice Sunday. 22 degrees, even Saturday 21. And then we do get into some more significant widespread rain Monday, Tuesday, scattered shower on Wednesday. But notice the temperature. Yeah, a reminder that, hey, we're not fully into our summer pattern just yet. 18 degrees on Friday in Montreal with a few more clouds. 22 on Saturday. Rain not till evening, and then it warms up on Sunday before cooling down and becoming quite wet through early next week. And that's a look at your forecast. Candace?
All right, Anthony, and thank you at home for tuning into Global News at Noon. Have a great rest of your day.
Another day of pleasant conditions, but not as humid. Let's find out what's in store to end the week in Bill's first look at the local forecast. Good evening, Bill.
Hi, Bill. Yeah, very nice conditions today and so much more comfortable. That cool air mass has rolled in and brought that moisture down. It's much drier air mass, and so we're not seeing any humidex value in the region right now. A true temperature, but still in the mid to high 20s for a lot of us across southern and eastern Ontario. Very nice conditions. We may get a little more of that again tomorrow. There is a chance of a shower for the weekend, but not a big chance, and it looks like a pretty good weekend too. We'll take a look at that in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
First Weather is brought to you by Aubin Windows and Doors. For premium products, award-winning service, and professional installations, visit aubin.com.
Weather is brought to you by your locally owned Midas in Belleville, Brockville, and Kingston. With the industry's best warranties and over 1,000 five-star reviews, come and experience the Midas difference.
Well, that cold front that pushed through last night really didn't bring much of anything but a slight trace of showers to the Kingston area. I think to the areas north and east they might have saw a little more, but it wasn't much at all. It moved through very quickly. The one thing it did do was bring in some cooler, drier air, bringing that humidity down. It's a lot more comfortable now. Clear again tonight, and that wind diminishing, that southwest becoming more of a west. It's been 30 to 50 through the day. It'll be more of a west 20 through the overnight hours. Sunny, warm, and windy again Friday. We'll see that wind pick up again, but more westerly than southerly, and yeah, gusting to 50 km. Some sun on Saturday, and I say some because we're going to see an increase in cloud. You will have cloud with some sunny periods, and then late in the day, probably late afternoon, early evening, we see that same little blip where you get that rush of potential for showers, and I wouldn't rule out a thunderstorm in some areas north away from Lake Ontario. And then it's out of the way, right back to sunshine Sunday, and then showers for Monday. The temps will start slipping. That chance of showers could stay with us through Tuesday and even part of Wednesday into the morning. So, yeah, enjoy the sunshine while we have it. A high of 24 in the Belleville-Kingston area today, 23 in Brockville. We had 25 in Smiths Falls and Ottawa. And these are true temperatures. There was no humidex values today. 24 in Peterborough, Oshawa, and a 26 in Toronto today. True temperatures above normal and enjoying it, I'm sure. Mix of sun, I know I was, a mix of sun and cloud currently, and we're looking at southwest winds still fairly strong. We hope to see those diminish a little bit and then become more of a west 20 through the overnight hours tonight. Just a trace of a shower. You may have missed it. The only reason I know it happened is because I saw the watermarks on the windshield this morning when I came out, but aside from that, there wasn't much of it falling at all, and we did gain about 2 more minutes of daylight as well. So there's that double high keeping the lower Great Lakes free and clear, and it sort of dissipates, moves out of the way, but as we see this bit of troughing in the north coming through here, I painted it as a blue as a cold front, but it's rather weak. It's more like a trough, so it's not going to do much of anything but bring you a little bit of cloud through the afternoon on Friday. But it brings in another ridge of high pressure out of the north that's going to help to moderate those that humidity again, keeping it down. Here's the weather maker for the weekend, and I use that term loosely, weather maker, because this is going to track through really quickly, and the impact it has, you can even see here where you've got active weather with thunderstorms south of the border, and to the north, southern Quebec and north away from the Lake Ontario, there's a bit. But right over the lake, you're not really seeing a whole lot of active weather. This is what we're getting now, a little bit of wispy cloud, nothing offensive. Things are looking pretty good for the next 48 hours. Not really any probability of showers until late Saturday. It looks like in the wee hours of the morning, Friday night into Saturday morning, we start to see that gradual increase in cloud. But you will still see a sunny period or two through the day. It's late afternoon and early evening. We see that 40% probability of showers. It could be 60% away from the lake and east of Kingston. Belleville, it's a high of 23 tomorrow, sunny, and a high UV index too. Cover up. You'll burn within 15 to 20 minutes if you don't get a good sunblock or cover up. Saturday, it's a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 23 degrees, and late in the day, 40% chance of showers. Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud and up to 24 degrees. Brockville rising to 20 tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud, high UV index, and those winds are going to pick up. I think everybody's going to see a westerly at 30 to 50 km, a high of 23 Saturday, mix of sun and cloud, and for Sunday up to 25 and a mix of sun and cloud. Smiths Falls, your winds are more of a northwest, and because of that, a little cooler. You're not going to break 20 degrees tomorrow, only up to 18. Humidity staying down as well. Mix of sun and cloud. For Saturday, a high 22, mix of sun and cloud, and for Sunday, more of the same and up to 26 degrees. There is a small chance of showers overnight in the Brockville and Smiths Falls areas, but it's small. Kingston, your forecast, a high of 22 tomorrow, mainly sunny conditions and a little on the breezy side. Saturday, a high 22, mix of sun and cloud. You've got that chance of showers through the evening. Sunday, it's a high 22, mix of sun and cloud. An increase in cloud early Monday leads to a chance of showers for Tuesday. Hanging on to that chance of showers, you can see those temperatures slipping too. We won't quite break 20 degrees from Monday to Thursday as the chance of showers continue until about Wednesday evening. Thursday, you're back to a mix of sun and cloud. Now your weather wallpaper.
Weather Wallpaper is brought to you by Christine Geary's Maple Leaf Tours Travel Cruise. Visit mapleleaftours.com to get into the picture.
Roy E. Smith of Kingston, more specifically the Bay Ridge area, showing off his lovely peonies. They're all in bloom now. This one's about 5 inches across. I love those flowers. They smell great. They look great. Bit of a myth about them in the spring before they blossom. The ants crawl all over them and eat the sticky stuff on them. And it was believed for years that it was a symbiotic relationship, that the ants would eat the sticky stuff and that would help them to bloom. Doesn't matter. Even if the ants are there, it's going to bloom. They're going to bloom. There's no strict relationship there.
Yeah, it is a lovely flower, and they're certainly getting lots of sunshine these days, Bill, which is going to continue into part of our weekend anyway. Okay, we'll find out what's in your 10-day outlook a little bit later. Thank you. Now, with the next 10 days, and Bill, those temperatures taking a dip next week.
A bit of a dip, but you'll notice in the 10-day it does start to rise again as we get near the tail end of it. That chance of showers is pretty meager until Monday. We've got beautiful sunny conditions over Friday with a high 22 up to 22 again Saturday, and a mix of sun and cloud. That chance of showers is there at only 40% probability, and that will come late in the day through the evening and overnight through Brockville, Smiths Falls. Sunday, back to a mix of sun and cloud with a high 22. Temperatures slipping as the chance of showers and a risk of thunderstorms settle in Monday, even below normal over Wednesday and Thursday of next week as the chance of showers wraps up, only highs of 17. Back into the 20 zone over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week, back on the climb, and it looks like back into some sunny conditions too.
I see that. This weekend and next look pretty nice. Okay, we'll be right back.
Your long-range weather
Brought to you by your locally owned Midas of Eastern Ontario, with lifetime guarantees on brakes, suspension, exhaust, and now on tires. Come and experience the Midas difference.
High pressure out of the north has brought us more sunshine. We'll probably get another day of it, too. In fact, we could see some really nice weather over the next little while. It was nice to see that humidity drop a bit, thanks to that cooler air out of the northwest. 24 for a high today in Kingston and Belleville, 23 in Brockville, 25 in Smiths Falls and Ottawa, 24 in Peterborough, Oshawa, and a 26 in Toronto. All true temperatures, no humidex values today, thanks to a drop in that moisture in the air. Very nice. 14 for a low tonight. Those west winds diminishing. Actually, they were a southwest 30 to 50 through the day, down to a west 20 overnight, and very few clouds. Very nice conditions tomorrow. Again, a high of 22 degrees, a true 22, and a little on the breezy side. West winds 30 to 50 K, loads of sunshine. Cover up. UV index will be high, burning within 15 to 20 minutes. Your full forecast is on the way, but for a tiny chance of showers, we've got another great weekend ahead. I'll have the details in just a moment.
You're watching CKWS News at 11.
Yeah, a couple areas of high pressure working to clear things up nicely for us across the Great Lakes Basin. Look at all the cloud and active weather all the way around, but right here, a nice little bare spot. Tons of blue sky. That humidity's come down too as we see a ridge of high pressure in from the north. Cooler, drier air mass and behind these cold fronts has brought the moisture level down. So there's no humidex values, but we are looking at still some pretty good temperatures and lots of sunshine. For now, anyway. Come Saturday, we may see an increase in cloudy with sunny periods, more so through the afternoon, evening hours. There is a chance of showers. A small probability, which will whip through very quickly, so your Saturday looks great. It's Saturday evening that could be a bit of a splash, some showers. Belleville, a high 23, sunny tomorrow, and a high UV index, too. You could burn within 15 to 20 minutes if you don't get a good SPF on or cover up. Saturday, you've got that mix of sun and cloud, but a 40% chance of showers creeps in late in the day. A high of 23 up to 24 on Sunday, and a mix of sun and cloud. Pretty good weekend for Brockville, too. A high of 21 tomorrow, mainly sunny. Those winds are west 30 to 50. They diminish tonight, but pick back up again tomorrow. Saturday, a high 23, mix of sun and cloud. There is a 40% chance of a shower overnight. Sunday, back to a mix of sun and cloud and a high of 26 degrees. Smiths Falls, you'll rise to just 18. You're seeing a northwest 30 to 50 wind. Because of that, a little bit cooler, so you won't manage to break that 20, and no humidex values either. A mix of sun and cloud expected. For Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud. There is that 40% chance of showers overnight for you as well. And Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud, a high of 26. Kingston, your forecast, sunny and a high of 22. Tomorrow, that UV index quite high. Cover up, you could burn within 15 to 20 minutes. And west winds picking up to 30 to 50 K. For Saturday, it's a mix of sun and cloud. Increasing cloud through the late afternoon leads to a 40% chance of showers to the late afternoon, early evening. Then it's out of the way, back to some sunshine Sunday, a high of 22. Up to 20 on Monday as the chance of showers reaches us, even a risk of thunderstorms. Showers Tuesday and Wednesday, a mix of sun and cloud Thursday, temperatures slipping a bit.